Morning, tubers. Well, I've got 294 kilometres to go to my, I think halfway. It's halfway. Yeah, I'm on my way to Italy today for this this delivery. It's great being a delivery driver, I tell you. Sorry about the bouncy screen. I'm on a really rubbish phone mount. See if I can do something about that in a minute. Yeah, so my new job, which is a permanent job, and I'm very happy doing it. It's delivering freight all over Europe and beyond, but the and beyond bit comes when I've got the class 1. I'm not too bothered about that, so I'm class 2. And I've just left the overnight stop. I went to a truck stop in Calais because I ran out of working hours. I was picking up. I started yesterday at 7 AM. Let me see if I can do something with this screen bouncing. Hang on a minute. Don't worry, I'm on autopilot. 56 mile an hour. That's the only downside. There you go, that should stop the bouncing a bit. Hope you can hear me alright. Yeah, I went close to the lines then, that's why that beeped. So, yeah, I started yesterday at 7 AM and I drove around to collect the bits that I'm delivering today. Berkshire, and then up to Milton Keynes area to pick up the final piece of the puzzle. So that's all in the back. Got caught in severe hold-ups on the way down to Dover. Cost me probably 2 hours of my driving time and working time directive. And then I get to the ferry terminal, massive hold-ups there. It's just the boats were delayed for some reason. Empty. I went on P&O yesterday. Empty. Only half of what could be on there freight wise. Lorries. One floor was completely empty, the top one. So it was great, you know, I had the boat to myself almost. A couple of families in there and a bunch of drivers, and that was it. But they're running at a loss big time. But there you go. And then I got to the other side into Calais. Cock up by me. I've only done this once before, and I lost my way to the customs area, and I ended up nearly going out of the port. Now, if you've got freight on and you need to go to customs and put it in for an import, if you go through the exit, you're in a world of trouble. Police get involved in all sorts. You can't just say, oh sorry, I made the wrong move, because you could have picked anything up out there and brought it back in again. And I almost did that, but I remembered the guys telling me do not exit, so I just pulled over to one side, and I was in the John Darm's car park. I went into the police station and basically pleaded with them and said, look, I've cocked up, I lost my way, and they said, no problem sir, we show you. So they pointed me in the right direction. 20 minutes later I found my way to the bloody customs depot. Went in and done all the paperwork and got stamped and sent out. And then I calculated my working time, and my driving time was okay, but my working time was almost up by minutes. So in that scenario, what you have to do is, when you've stopped, first of all you've got to look for secure parking. It's no good going to a lay-by with freight that's valuable. And the freight on this truck is valuable, very, very valuable. So I had to look for secure parking, and so I googled it, found one, off I go. 10 minutes away it said, so that's fine. I go and look for this. It's not there, it closed down a long time ago, but it's still on Google. It's got concrete over the bloody gates and stuff, you know. Someone's just put truckloads of concrete there so you can't drive into the gate area. It's closed down. So, oh shit, that's me fucked then. I don't know what to do now, so I'll Google it again, take another chance, and option B, off I go for that one. And yeah, it was there. So that was another 10 minutes down the road from where I was. So I just about sneaked in within my working time directive. So that was lucky, but I still did a printout, and I wrote on the back of the printout, just in case I've read it wrong and I've gone over, because I'm not going to pretend to know all the rules about this. It's so complicated with your driving time and your working time directive and your rest break periods, reduced rest break periods, repaying it, and oh, for Christ's sake, it's complicated. So I'm kind of relying on my transport manager to help me out with that, and he is, he's very good. So there we are. So yeah, I woke up this morning, nice, probably got about 4 or 5 hours sleep. I've got a sleeping pod above my head in this truck, and it's big enough for me. I'm only a little fella, but it's just, I'm not used to it, you know. I bought a couple of brand new pillars, and it's like putting your head in a balloon. Your head just sinks to the bottom and the balloon goes either side of your head, you know. So I've got to go and find myself a stiffer pillow. Apart from that, that's all I need to get a good night's sleep, really. So yeah, there's a shower block there, there's a shop, toilets, the office for paying. So I did all that. I went and had my shower, got myself sorted out, had a little look around the shop. Well, they don't just double the prices in shops at service stations and stuff, the same as in England. They over double it, so I gave up on that idea. I didn't need anything really. I've got snacks on board. So yeah, I am on my way to Lake Guarda, Italy. I should get there tomorrow. I'm not going to try and get there today. That's not going to happen in my working time. I'm going for a 10-hour drive today. 9 hours normally, but you can go to 10 2 times a week within a 7-day period. So I'm going to see if I can stretch it to the 10 hours today, driving time that is. 15 hours maximum working time, but it's all driving. You know, I'm not going to be loading or unloading or anything like that. It's just pure sitting on the motorway like I am now. I've got my feet off all the pedals, it's on autopilot, cruise control set at 90 kilometres, which is 55 miles an hour. That's what this is limited to. Slow going, but hey, I don't care. Getting paid for it. Making my way through France, eventually going in the top of Italy through Mont Blanc. I've never been that way before. I've been on a couple of bike rides through this part of Europe and never been down that far to Mont Blanc. Although me and Tony, another mate of mine, went on the bikes down to Monaco. We went a different way than Mont Blanc, all around some of the Alps. Stunning. There's some lovely twisties for a bit of testy biking. But it's nice. So there we go. Anyway, so that's my update for now. I will give you a bit more news later on. It's going to be boring listening to me waffle on, and there's nothing to show you. I'm just driving really slowly through some countryside. Like I say, I've got the best part of 300 kilometres to get to, where did I put in there? Chamonix. You might know that as a skiing resort. So that's where I'm heading for. 300 kilometres, should be around 10 hours at this rate. It might not be, it might be more than 10 hours, because obviously the sat nav goes on your speed limit, and the speed limit is 110 kilometres. I'm doing 90, so yeah, I don't think I'll make that in 10 hours. So the motorway signs are telling me I'm heading towards Reims, Paris. I won't be going into Paris that way. That's another turning off of this motorway, but this one is going to take me as far as I need to go. So if there's anything to report later on, I will give you a shout. I might even show you around one of my stops, because I will be stopping 4 hours time. Okay, I'm behind a truck now. He must be doing a lot less than I was, as I'm now doing 80 kilometres. I better pass him. Okay, I'll catch up with you later. Cheers.